Did you know that just beyond those arches, there are 13 uniquely themed restaurants inside of Universal Studios Florida? And with so many options to choose from, how are you supposed to know where to eat? But come on, seriously, who's crazy enough to eat at all 13 restaurants in a single day just to rank them? Minions Cafe. Full disclosure, I have eaten at every single restaurant here at Universal Studios multiple times, so I already have a ranking that is on the screen right now. We'll see if by the end of the video if anything changes. As you can see from that list, Minions Cafe is my favorite restaurant here at Universal Studios, so I figured this is the best place to start. Minions Cafe is heavily themed with minions and mischief and mayhem from wall to wall. And yellow. There is so much yellow. This is Carl's Crispy Cauliflower. All the meals here are named after characters from Minions or Despicable Me. I'm not really sure what the difference is there. I thought they were just characters, but apparently those are separate things. Let's see if Carl's a liar. Crispy. It is so good. It is always just cooked perfectly. I don't eat a lot of cauliflower outside of Universal, so my cauliflower comes from a theme park. Think about that. Also got a drink. It's called the Antidote. It's basically like banana cream soda. The first time I had it, I didn't like it. Now I love it. It's weird. Next up, I got the Minion Swiss roll. You guessed it, it's banana. Now let's try the banana. Don't know what flavor that'll be. Mango. I just realized that I ordered an entire meal, including a dessert, like a full entree and a drink, and I have 12 more restaurants to eat at. Who cares? It'll be fine. I will not regret this. This place is delicious. It's getting a 9. It's a solid 9. It would have been a 9.2, but the trick with the mango inside the banana, no. It is bumping in here. And by in here, I mean at Finnegan's. Finnegan's is the Irish pub of Universal. Every theme park needs an Irish pub. As far as the theming goes here, there's one thing that's for sure. They love Guinness. Guinness is everywhere. So when I sit in my bed at night and I think about my favorite Irish foods like I do so often, I think about two things, and that is 1, Lucky Charms, and 2, fish and chips. Also, I just looked it up, and apparently fish and chips is not Irish, it's popular in Ireland. It's English, which I think I already knew, but I ordered the fish and chips. Let's try the chips. These may be my new favorite fries in all of Universal. Oh my God, they're so good. But what about the fish? It is so big and it looks so crunchy. They gave me a knife and fork, and I think that's how I'm supposed to eat it, but I don't know how. I've never had this before. Like I said, I've been here a few times, but I've never gotten the fish and chips. If fish and chips is English and this is Irish, I like Irish fish and chips better. Finnegan's just did itself a lot of favors. This was delicious. I'm going to give Finnegan's an 8.8. That was so good. I have no idea whether I'm in focus or not, but a little detail about Finnegan's that you could never know, because I've never really talked about it. The giant statue in there is a statue of a golfer. I grew up with that statue in my house. No, it wasn't quite as big. The one in there's like 10 feet tall. The one at my house was like 2 foot tall. But it looks like my dad, which is interesting. I think that's why we bought it originally. But yeah, the first time I ever walked into Finnegan's and saw that, kind of freaked me out. Anyways, let's go eat some more food. Well. That's actually kind of funny because this is a seafood restaurant. We're at Lombard's, and the last time that we were here for the worst rated foods in Universal Studios, which I disagreed with. I think Lombard's is pretty good. This is the other sit down or full service restaurant here at Universal, but let's go inside and get some chums, shall we? Okay. It finally happened. I got the good seat. They sent me by the fish tank. I've always wanted to sit by the fish tank. I've got a little buddy coming up right there. He's hanging out. I have always wanted a fish tank. Like, I love fish tanks so much. It feels a little bit like Lombards may have heard I was doing a ranking video, so they sent me here in hopes of getting some bonus points. It's gonna work. So I ordered the mahi fish tacos. I think I've eaten here like 4 or 5 times at this point. And I realized today that I've never gotten anything other than the fisherman's basket, but since I just had fish and chips, I decided to switch it up. About started eating without putting my napkin in my lap. My mom would slap me. Not really. I love you, Mom. This taco's like the most overflowing taco I've ever seen. I'm gonna pick up a different one because that one intimidates me. That taco was so good. I was a little worried about it because normally when I get fish tacos, it's like fried fish, and this isn't. This is just like, looks like blackened mahi. But how about the chips? Crunchy and decent. I'm glad I got something different. Normally I get in a rut of getting the same thing over and over, and to be honest, I liked the tacos way better than I like the fisherman's basket, so that will be my new go-to until I decide to get something different after being in a rut of getting the same thing over and over. But anyways, Lombards gets a 7.4 because there are 4 letters in fish. Me headed to the next restaurant. Next up, we have the Leaky Cauldron. I am going to be honest right now. I have been slightly too ambitious, so I think I'm going to get something on the lighter side while we're here, because that would be magical. Get it? When it comes to theming, Leaky Cauldron is second to none. I mean, how many of us grew up reading the books or watching the Harry Potter movies, didn't want to come and eat at the Leaky Cauldron? I mean, Diagon Alley is beautiful and it's so well themed, and then you walk in here and it's just everything you ever wanted it to be. You do have to be careful though. I've heard there's a dragon outside, but outside of that, great experience. So I know it looks like I didn't get much because all I got was the butterbeer potted cream, but butterbeer is one of the most magical things in the Wizarding World, which is tough because it's the Wizarding World. Everything is magical. Also, I feel like I can give this restaurant a really good ranking regardless because I've eaten here so many times. So I just needed something that was going to sit a little bit lighter than bangers and mash on my stomach. I think this is the butterbeer item in the Wizarding World that people tend to forget the most. I don't want a fork. I want a spoon. It's basically like a pudding. That's the only consistency that I can give it. It's potted cream, but it's pudding, and then of course, like I said, it's butterbeer flavored. It's delicious. They also have a chocolate one, which in retrospect is the one I should have gotten because I've never had the chocolate potted cream, but I have had a chocolate snack pack. So I think I know what they're cooking with. Leaky Cauldron, it might be leaky, but its score, I don't have a rhyme for it. I'm going to give Leaky Cauldron an 8.3. Guys, I have made a mistake. I have front-loaded all of my favorite restaurants, it seems like, and I've eaten way too much food because the food's been so delicious. I've just eaten way too much for today. Today Cafe, probably the least themed restaurant that we'll eat at today, but will it be the worst? I guess we'll find out today. Okay, that's enough today jokes. All right, so I have some great news. I mobile ordered, and I got a dessert because one of the desserts here is just insanely good. They were out of it, which I know you're thinking that shouldn't be a win, but it is a win. I do not want a dessert right now. Yay. So typically, Today Cafe is one of my favorite restaurants here at Universal. It's my go-to for breakfast. I think it's my favorite breakfast spot in either park. It's here or Croissant Moon Bakery over in Islands of Adventure, but I find myself coming here way more often. So today, Sorry, I made myself laugh. I got the Bulls and the Bear platter. So this is a smoky brisket sandwich with cheddar cheese, arugula, pickled red onion, horseradish cream on a warm, crusty baguette. I don't really know what the Bulls and the Bear means other than it's a stock market reference, I think. Or they are just simply referring to the animals. I think it's the stock market because the Today Show is shot in New York, where the stock market lives. Oh my god. I'm so full and it is delicious. It shouldn't be that good. Also, while we're here, you have to try the potato salad. It's good. I should have gotten fruit. Not because this is bad, it's just we're feeling it. I don't say this lightly, not lightly at all, because I'm so heavy from all the food I've eaten so far. This might be my favorite item that I've eaten today. I don't think I was expecting that, especially with how full that I am. Today Cafe gets a bullish 9.4. Okay, I'm going to take a little break, let my stomach try to recuperate, because I am headed to an after-hours event to eat more food. So as you can tell, it is several hours later. And when I just said that, I realized that this window is closed, and you have no reason to know that it's several hours later, but it is. It is now dark outside. I guess I could have put in like B-roll or something. This is like before I edit. I don't know. But there is a good reason for it. So these videos are actually pretty expensive to make. I mean, I'm eating food at every single restaurant, and theme park prices are, well, they're theme park prices. So the reason that I am still here eating my way through these restaurants is because I was invited to an Orlando Informer meetup. And the Orlando Informer meetup is an after-hours, separately ticketed event where there's little to no wait times for rides, but most importantly for this video, the food is included with your ticket. So if I want a hamburger, I can just go get a hamburger, and it doesn't cost me anything. If I want some ice cream, I can get ice cream. Right now, I just want a salad, but I've got several things left to eat. But seriously, a huge thank you to Orlando Informer for inviting me out. I love these events, and I love working with them, and they are always so good to me. So if you've never been to the event, you should check it out, especially if you want to eat food without having to spend all that money. I'm actually hosting a meet and greet at the event on November 22nd, so get your tickets right here, and I will see you there. Back to the reviews. Okay, so I just got a Richter burger. I think it's called the big one here at Richter's. It has nothing on it, so I'm going to put some condiments on it now. Okay, this is just your standard theme park burger. Nothing special, but it's not that bad. I would have liked some lettuce and tomato on it. I don't know why I got a plain cheeseburger, but I did. So that's on me. The fries are actually really good. Okay, because the fries are actually pretty good, I'm going to give Richter's a 5.8. The fries bring it up like a whole point. It does get bonus points for theming too. I think because it's not an IP, it goes overlooked, like people don't think about it, but the theming in here is incredible. But we're not giving points for theming, even though looking back, we probably should have. I mean, like I thought maybe y'all just cared about the way food tasted, but theming, we're at a theme park, so that does matter. But yeah, 5.8. What is wrong with my color? Okay, that's better. I actually, for some reason, decided to sit right underneath a light, which is never smart for the camera, but I am now at Louis'. Isn't pepperoni just like the most magical thing in the world? I'm not sure who the first person who decided to take pork. I'm honestly not sure in this moment what pepperoni is. I'm not sure who decided to take pork, we're going to call it pork, and put all kinds of things that aren't good for you, like, and cure it and salt it up and then put some spices on it to make it taste the way that pepperoni does. But thank you. Pizza is kind of like a ham sandwich. You've never had a bad ham sandwich. You've had some that are better than others, but you've just never had a bad one. And that analogy makes way more sense if it is indeed pork. Louis is just a solid piece of theme park pizza. I mean, as far as theme parks go, I think it's pretty good. Some of you are going to absolutely hate this next statement, but I have been sent to other places to get supposedly good pizza, mainly in Epcot, a little place called Via Napoli, and I didn't think it was that good. It was like $55 for a slice of pizza, and I would have rather just come over here and gotten like a $12 slice of pizza from Louis. I didn't think it was that good. I'm sorry. You can hate me if you want to. I'm Team Louis. But anyways, Louis, being Team Louis, that means I am going to give the pizza like a 6.7. Not today. I got way too much food here at Mel's, but when the food doesn't cost you anything, eat responsibly. I don't even know where I wanted to go with that, but yeah, I got a lot of food. One in the hand's worth. No. So what's interesting about Mel's is it just got like an overhaul of their entire menu this year, 2024, depending on when you are watching this. But yeah, the menu was like kind of stale, and people weren't really a fan of the restaurant, and they revamped everything, put a little more high quality into their food, and ever since then, it's been a restaurant that I actually enjoy. I'm not sure if I should start with the chicken or the burger, so we'll let Siri decide. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Heads is chicken.
Uh-huh.
Flip a coin?
Tails.
Oh. Whatever sauce is on the burger is actually really good. It's kind of funny how things will flip-flop as far as how they are. Like the other day, I did something where I had to have a Mel's burger and a Richter's burger in the same night, and the Richter burger was better. And today, like this, it's not even close. Like this one's way better than that Richter burger. All right, now let's try the chicken sandwich. Eat me. Mel's tends to be pretty polarizing. Like the people who like it love it, and the people who dislike it think it's terrible. Like they hate it. And I'm more on the I like it since they redid the menu. I think they made a lot of really necessary changes, and the food just like improved in quality drastically. I guess it could be a consistency thing, but when you think about it, no restaurant is consistently good every single time you go. Except for maybe Taco Bell, but the fact is, like, when you go to Taco Bell, you're kind of in a bad place anyway, so of course it's going to taste good. But yeah, other than Taco Bell, I can't think of anything that is good every single time. But yeah, I will give Mel's like a 6.6. I think that's fair. That's fair, right? Actually, it's my rankings, and they're definitive, so yeah, 6.6. With me. So yeah, Fast Food Boulevard's a food court, but I felt like if I'm going to rank a restaurant, I can't rank these all together, so I had to do them separately, and I'm regretting every single decision ever. So let's start with probably the most famous food item in The Simpsons, which is the Krusty Burger. So a Krusty Burger here at Universal is just a burger with nacho cheese, lettuce, tomato, and special sauce. Special sauce is basically just Big Mac sauce, but for legal reasons, I'm sure they just call it special sauce. It's a burger with nacho cheese. Yeah, I remember the first time I came here, I really wanted the Krusty Burger to be just like mind-blowingly good, and it's not that bad either. It's pretty middle of the road. I would give Krusty Burger like a 4.6. Next up, we have Luigi's Pizza. I'm not a big enough fan of The Simpsons to know a lot of the characters. I know Krusty, and I know like Bart, Marge, Homer, Lisa, and who's the baby? I have no idea if Luigi is a character in The Simpsons, but here he makes pizza. Like I said earlier, pizza is like ham sandwiches. None of them are that bad. It's not Louis, but it's not bad. Like, I come to the parks pretty often, so I'm sure I've had it before. I just can't remember. But it's not bad. Luigi's gets like a 6.3. Next up, we have Cletus's Chicken Shack. They have chicken and waffle sandwiches, chicken wings, chicken scampi. What's funny is I used that joke too early because I've got a seafood platter coming up. Whatever. Yeah, let's try it. It's actually like a ton of sauce on there. Gonna have to anaconda this. It's big. I don't like this. Maybe their chicken's good, like just their straight up chicken, but I really don't like this sandwich. Like whatever the sauce is on it, just like really sweet, which I think makes sense because it's chicken and waffles. Maybe I don't like chicken and waffles. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should just I just want this to be like bread and not a waffle, and I just want this to be fried chicken with some mayo. I just want this to be a Popeye's chicken sandwich. That's exactly what I'm explaining right now. Cletus's gets like a 4.1. $3.9. Next up, we have the Flying Dutchman. This is the seafood place I was talking about. This is the basket of bait, and it has fried cod, fried calamari, coconut shrimp, which is also fried, and hush puppies. I'm just going to dig in and react to everything. Reminds me of Captain D's fish, and somehow that is a compliment. I know that it's coconut shrimp, but I don't like really sweet coconut shrimp, and this is like pretty sweet for coconut shrimp, so not my favorite. And the last restaurant here, it's not really a restaurant, but I felt like I couldn't exclude it. It's really more just like a grab-and-go snack kind of place. They have like cups of fruit, like pre-made sandwiches, salads, stuff like that. And I'll be honest, I just wanted a cup of fruit because that sounds so wonderful right now. I have never been more excited about eating fruit at 1 in the morning. You don't understand how bad I want to give Lisa's Tea House. I think I may have said Tree House earlier, but Lisa's Tea House, you have no idea how much I want to give this, like a 9. I'm trying to be reasonable, though. The only reason I want to give it a 9 is because I've eaten fried food all day long, and this is just like the most magical thing that has ever touched my mouth at this point. I can't really give Lisa's Tea House anything other than like a 5 because it's not really food. As a matter of fact, I probably shouldn't even include it in the rankings. I just wanted fruit. I'll be honest, friends. It has been such a long day. I'm so glad I could rank this stuff for you. I'm ready to go home and not eat for like a couple of days. But I'm glad that y'all have your rankings. I'm not really sure where anything fell. If there's a surprise, I'll do like a voiceover and be like, oh, wow, look there. There's a surprise. Oh, wow, look there. There's a surprise. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. It was something to make. If you want to see the worst rated restaurants here at Universal Studios Florida, check out this video right up here. I will see you guys in the next one. And it will not have food in it. It probably will, actually. Okay, bye.